Welcome to the Alberto Crane Show. I'm here with Casey, somebody that's been training with us pretty much since we started the school.
Yeah, long time.
And they were just talking. We were walking over here and looking up, and you painted the Legacy signage on our outside of the gym.
Yeah, it was
Is it like 9 or 10 years ago?
I think it was about 9 years ago. First of all, thank you for trusting me and allowing me to do that. That was a big honor for me to be able to put my work on outside of the building. This has been my home for a pretty long time.
Yeah, and Portola Paints always support us, always support all our events and stuff, our in-house tournaments and whatever it is, you're always about it. And I appreciate all that you always do and your energy and like whatever help. Even Pasadena, right? You did Pasadena as well
too. Yeah. No, this is Jiu-Jitsu Legacy. Being part of this team has meant so much to me over the years. This has been my home. Always happy to be a part of it and help out.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
What made you want to come do jiu-jitsu going back in time?
Well, start all the way back as a kid.
Wow.
I did some judo as a young kid. Watched all the martial arts movies.
Did your dad want you to do martial arts?
He did. He did like some kung fu and some other stuff back in the day when that was really popular. So I've always been into it. Always wanted to do it. Van Damme movies, Bruce Lee movies as a kid. So always loved martial arts. Finally, as an adult, I was playing soccer, and one of my soccer friends, who's from Brazil, was a purple belt at the time, and he just invited me. I don't know. We were talking about it. I said, "Yeah, I'd love to try jiu-jitsu." He said, "Well, come try a no-gi class. No pressure. Just come check it out. See what you think." Went to the class. Funny enough, I brought my brother with me. Neither one of us had ever done anything like that. We did a whole no-gi class, and that was the first and only class he ever took.
Okay,
and
first and last.
And but then just started me down. I was immediately hooked. Had to keep going.
What about it kept you in the game? Or has kept keeping you in the game?
The challenge, just something new. The physical aspect, the mental aspect. Just always learning, trying new things. Just the challenge, though.
Yeah,
the challenge.
Yeah. Did you see UFC, like the Hoist Gracie in the early UFCs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching UFC, even some of the really low budge, like backyard kind of fights and all that stuff, and was always into it.
Like the Valetudo kind of things?
And even there was one like that was on MTV or something. It was really, really low budge, and they got random people to come and do MMA fights. So, yeah, always into it. But then, once jiu-jitsu became a thing and you saw how powerful it was and what those guys could do, what Hoist could do, it's like, wow.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about Portola Paints, your family's business.
Yeah, so we started the business in early 2001. My father has been a building contractor for pretty much his whole life, building high-end custom homes. So at some point during that journey of his, he kind of fell out of love with construction a little bit and thought maybe we can go down a different path and to sort of create something that my brother and I can build and continue growing, which is what we've been doing. So family-owned business from the very beginning, manufacturing high-end specialty paints, plasters. To tie it into jiu-jitsu, which one of the things that has been a huge inspiration for me is when I get to create new colors and name them, I get to pull inspiration from anywhere I want. So got a number of paint colors that are all inspired by Brazil and inspired by jiu-jitsu. So it's a fun creative outlet.
Cool. Why paints? Why did you go into paints?
The origin,
out of all the
I
things,
know,
right?
right? Of all the things, but specifically, he was working on a project. The architect and designer were specifying these kind of unique finishes for the building, and through a little bit of research, found that there was nobody in the United States making or selling anything like these kind of old world finishes that were specified. We started out by importing the paint from this company in Australia that was making all these old style paints.
What's an old style paint? Like different color, different and like the consistency of it, the quality?
Yeah, the textural quality of it, the actual ingredients of it, like specifically.
Like they last a lot longer? Or what is it?
They are designed to sort of weather and create a patina over time. So as they fade, they change, but they create more beauty and depth in what the building was.
Like our paint on the front of Legacy.
Like the Legacy letters out there. Yeah, I'll go redo that sometimes there. Touch it up.
Yeah, we love it. We made a design, a shirt design, a sweater. I wish I was wearing it today.
Oh, that's so cool.
But of it actually.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, through that we, sort of found a little niche that nobody was tapped into, and before too long figured out how we could manufacture the paints here in LA, which we've been doing since 2001.
Wow. And you guys moved recently. You were just talking about you're going to be doing it. You're going to be having a restaurant. You're going to opening up a restaurant.
Yes.
In the property, right?
Yeah, we've been fortunate enough that we've continued grinding through all these years, the highs and lows, and we're able to purchase a building over on Lancashire nearby. And with that came this little burger shack that we've spent a good amount of time and money refurbishing and getting it ready, but coming soon, the Alley Burger coming soon.
Alley Burger?
Alley.
Alley Burger, that's right. Alley Burger.
Yeah, coming soon.
Cool. Can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, it's going to be
Try
good.
it out.
It's going to be good. Everyone's invited.
Nice. You going to have a grand opening or something?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do a party over there. It'll be fun.
Nice. You go to a lot of these, I think it's been a lot of years, right? These like grappler retreats and these kinds of events.
Yeah.
What made you want to do these kinds of things?
Just further the exploration and adventure of jiu-jitsu. It's been really fun. Just to escape for a week. Get away. There's no cell service.
No distractions, right?
No distractions. Food's taken care of.
That's all you do.
All you do. Wake up, breakfast, train, lunch, train, relax, hang out with people, meet new people. Been a lot of fun, and meeting people from all over the world, all over the country who show up. We all have a common bond to be there, and also to be able to represent you and represent the gym up there as an advocate for our home here.
Yeah.
It's been really cool to talk to people and mention your name and see them say, "Oh, wow, like that's legit." You know, it's very cool. Got to meet some great people. Got to spend a week with Hodger up there in the woods and learn from him.
You guys, how many people are, depends on the retreat, right?
Small group though, 12,
really?
15, 16 people. Yeah,
wow. Pretty
small group. So.
And you go to like a cabin or whatever it is, like whatever place it's at, and then.
Yeah, this one specifically, this guy Alex, who's actually from here, moved up there a bunch of years ago, bought this property, and he's been constantly building it out, adding more cabins, more rooms, recently expanded the dojo, built just this perfect place to go spend a week in the woods.
Nice.
Sauna, cold plunge.
Nice.
You know,
he's got all that stuff there.
Fire pit, like everything.
Nice.
Everything you would want to disconnect and just train and have fun.
Nice. And Sugar Bear is doing building out a place, right?
Yep, exactly.
In the desert.
In the desert, which is been sort of a dream of mine too, is to sort of recreate that down in Joshua Tree. So happy to help Sugar Bear with that.
There's enough. Jiu-Jitsu is just growing, right? With leaps and bounds, with all the UFCs and all the just events, right? Specialty events.
Yeah.
I feel like, Carlos Gracie Jr., Master Carlos Gracie Jr., he's always, like 20 years ago, it was like, oh, it hasn't even begun yet. And now he's still saying like, yeah, it's we're at the beginning still of the growth, right, of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down at all.
And then like I keep saying it, but yesterday I was saying that with Holeta, we did a podcast with Holeta, 12,500 people at the Jiu-Jitsu Con, competitors registered, paid, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about their families and everybody else that came with them, right?
Yeah.
Friends or whatever.
And years ago, that would have been a huge turnout just for the weekend of attendance.
That's crazy, like the main hall or whatever, the main convention center, right, in Vegas. Was it 25 years ago? We went to Grappler's Quest in Vegas, right? That was the first first jiu-jitsu tournament, major jiu-jitsu tournament, and it was in high school,
Yeah.
It was in the days where people competed with T-shirts or without a shirt or with board shorts, whatever they had.
Yeah. Just show up and get on the mat.
Yeah. And then, do you remember Tap Out, that brand Tap Out?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That guys were selling out of their trunk, just giving people stuff to wear and compete in it.
Yeah.
On the mat, right? Scotty from On the Mat.
Yeah.
Who's doing CPI now, the stem cells.
Right.
They're one of the main sponsors now for the stem cell sponsor for UFC, right? For all their fighters. And yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy that things have evolved and changed.
Yeah, big difference. And who would have thought? Just so many.
Yeah. I was talking to Holeta yesterday about he was an engineer, and then he kind of took a pause and it's like, I'm going to focus on jiu-jitsu, right, for how many years. I'll win four black belt world championships, we'll win all the stuff, kick everybody's ass, like really like the best in the game, like the toughest guys, just like skinny, 180, tall, right, lanky. We just took them all out, one by one, and then he's like, I'm good, I'll go back to work.
Being an engineer.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll started doing a little psychology. Like, man, I was a really high level, doing high level stuff, performance things when I was competing. Wow, I think I want to go into psychology, and became a psychologist. Wrote a book,
Interesting guy.
And then he comes in and teaches like a phenomenal seminar, showing some of his starting out like on the ground and then finishing with the balloon sweep and the helicopter and just crazy moves,
Really, yeah.
Beating all the toughest guys again and again, and they're like much bigger than him, right? Too.
But showing the power of understanding the physics, understanding the body, and being able to use that to his advantage.
He was such, for me as a starting out and going to Brazil, he was such an icon for me to see like jiu-jitsu in action, like pure jiu-jitsu, like not like meathead, like really like clean, pure jiu-jitsu, like intelligence, right? It was like such a big influence on me that I'll never forget. And I found out he was here in California. I was like, oh, dude, like you got to come by,
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that the guys got a little exposed to him, exposure.
Yeah. He's a perfect definition of the gentle art.
The gentle art.
He's a calm, gentle, kind, nice person.
His demeanor, right? The way he speaks, like super gentle.
You would never expect the level of his abilities just by seeing him. Just looks like a regular guy, talks like a normal, calm guy.
And then you see all the guy, not all the guy, but the Erquinese, like the guys doing his moves now, right? At the highest levels, like to win their things, right? But just stuff is timeless. technique is technique. A good technique is timeless, right?
That's it.
Isn't it old school? It's like works, right?
It works. It
and
works.
Then, and then old school come back into new school, right? When just there's always like cycles, right?
It all goes full circle.
Full circle, yeah. So it's kind of cool because we had Eric Muniz out here, right? Like this last year, and I trained with him, and sure enough, he was trying to do the balloon sweep on me. I'm like, oh my god, because he was so lanky, right? And then have a Holeta come out here. It was pretty cool for the guys to experience that.
Yeah, no, it was so cool. And you've always brought in so many cool guests here over the years. I mean, just great seminars, great visitors. And even just that's how welcoming it is here.
Yeah, thank you.
Even for me, I know I've been here for a long time. I've had spurts of coming in and out and back and forth, and every time I come back, it's like I never left. It's always everyone's welcoming, happy to see me. Like I said, the second I walk inside the dojo and I get that smell back in my nose again, I just feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Good. What made you want to come into the Holeta seminar?
I was just I don't know. It was one of the rare days that I had a noon, noon gap,
nice.
And saw.
Yeah, I was so happy to see you.
Like, oh wow, this will be really cool. I got to come through.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, legend, obviously. So.
Yeah. Have you been to Brazil?
I've not. On my list. I was lucky enough to go to Japan last year and train a little bit, which was phenomenal. But yeah, gotta get to the motherland.
Where'd you train?
At TriStar.
TriStar?
Yeah, TriStar Gym in Tokyo. Triforce.
Triforce.
TriStar's
in Montreal.
Yeah. Triforce in Japan. So got to train there in Tokyo and Kyoto.
They had one in Kyoto as well?
Yeah. Really fun.
Nice.
Did a class all in Japanese, which was pretty wild. So I'm kind of sitting there like, okay, I think I know what we're doing, so get into it. But just to be able to train over there was amazing. Yeah, Brazil. Definitely want to do a trip to Brazil.
What was interesting about training in Japan?
Just being somewhere where it's the same, it's familiar, same kind of structure with the warm up and the technique and the little sparring at the end, but little subtle differences, I guess. But just really enjoyable.
Was
really
it
great.
an organized class, like they bowed in, and like the whole thing?
Yeah. Normal class. Yeah, line up.
How was it at MNRs when you went? Was it like kind of more fighter gym kind of?
Not necessarily.
Did people bow in and bow out? Like,
not. You didn't really have to. You were
right.
Sort of waiting for people to come in. And then like everybody's just sort of doing their thing, hanging out. And like he walked up and like started, and the wheel started. He helped everybody out and trained with almost everybody.
Yeah.
He had his like posse there.
Yeah. Triforce. I think they were the GB because they started GB back in the day there, and I think that turned into Triforce. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I could be wrong though, but I think that was the one, you know.
Okay. Let's see. The biggest difference just from how we do things here when it came to actually doing live rolling at the end, they split up the group so everyone had a space on the mat, and then whoever wasn't rolling stood there with like a stand-up mat to kind of divide.
Okay.
You know, keep everyone away from each other.
Yeah.
So you're kind of corralled. Really cool, really technical guys. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm just like because there was like 2004 or 5 ish. I think I would go like 3-4. I went like 3-4 times a year. Like there was a couple of years I went there a lot, and man, it was kind of just surreal from just the Japanese culture to how they adapted like Brazilian culture and the whole like, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but it was in Japan, right? Just people them bowing, like just the way they talked, the way they carried themselves on the mat, you know? It was like, wow, this is crazy because it wasn't like the normal Japanese etiquette, right?
Right.
And I think now it's evolved, right? Because that's how it was. It was like Fight Club days, right? And so it's like Imanari, like it seems like it's probably good. It's probably like, you know, organized and have their ways, right? It's just like the kind of the prop, like be bowing in. And I think it's important, right? For, I don't know, just culture in the school. But depends on the, you know, your goal. His goal is probably different, right? Than he probably doesn't have kids.
It goes back to routine, like what Constantine was talking about.
Right.
It's like little things. That,
Right. The routine, like like Constantine, he was a monk, right? And you know, if you trace the roots, right, of jiu-jitsu, right, it's like from the monks kind of figured this stuff out, right, from India, then went to China, and then China to Japan.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that they do, like they bow, they show respect, they honor their teachers. You know, there's a culture of that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what makes, yeah, like it's like a way of life, right?
And the
Makes you
Japanese
better.
culture is
Right.
so built on
that.
respect and
Right,
honor
right.
and all of that. So obviously it's going to translate perfectly to.
Yeah, but they got away a little bit. Well, my experience when I went to went to visit those years, you know, because it was like a Fight Club kind of years, you know, I guess, of jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
It was like beginning, and nobody knew. I don't know. Like everything's a process, right?
Yeah.
And now we, you know, back in the U.S. right here, like it was my gym was like that, you know, like everybody competed, everybody was like, you know, like that's you competed or yeah, everybody competed, everybody had to compete, you know, yeah. And now it's like everybody does it for different reasons, right? It's like a selfish way. It's like, no, like I'm here to serve you. I'm here to, because not everybody, like for you, for example, you're working, you have you guys are running your stuff, but jiu-jitsu helps in your life, right?
Absolutely. And
Makes you a better person, makes you better, just better.
makes me better all around. And it's also taught me so many things that I take to my business, to my employees, to when I'm teaching a seminar, or teaching a employee training for a dealership, and I'm showing people how to use the paint or how to tint and mix the paint, stuff like that. I think back to jiu-jitsu lessons and structure and format, things like that, and makes it so much easier because it's what I'm used to over here.
Yeah, you tie in, right, all the lessons and all the experiences,
All of it.
from jiu-jitsu to everything we do. I was going to ask you, going back to Brazil, you've done a lot of retreats and you had all these experiences. What would be the ideal Brazil retreat experience? Because I owe a lot of people Brazil retreat.
Yeah.
I owe a lot of our master athletes and our master's students. You know, I owe a lot of them, and I'll take adults, you know, young guys too. Because if I do it, it's like I'm not going to be able to go every year, right?
Right. Yeah, for
Unless
me,
I have Kevin take over and start take everybody every year.
all right.
Him and Alexandre.
I'll be Alberto's global guinea pig.
All right.
Representative everywhere.
I'm trying to tie him into TACFIT to send him to Europe and wherever else they have the events, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, when I think of Brazil, just getting the experience, like, you know, whenever I travel anywhere, if I can go with someone who's a local or someone who's has a lot of experience with the culture and the place, I want to go and just immerse myself in the culture and be a local, live, you know, like I'm living there. So,
Okay.
hanging out on the beach, going surfing, training, you know, just experiencing it, you know, not as a tourist. I mean, you know, tourist stuff's fun. You want to see the sights and that kind of sort of stuff. But yeah, for me, it's just really about experiencing where I'm at.
So I would have to get local guys for sure. I mean, you guys already know Professor X. So I think he's gotta do it. You know, he's just kind of in love right now. He's busy. You know, but he'd be the perfect guide, I think, or guy to be there to connect, and we'll have other black belts and stuff. And then, yeah, I think Rio would be the place to do it. I mean, and you know.
Seems like that's kind of the default, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, Belo Horizonte I have all my friends there and stuff, but like Rio is like Rio's Rio, right? It's like kind of that was the mecca of like jiu-jitsu, right? Before it moved to SoCal.
I know. Now we got it here.
Yeah, but it's definitely like a bucket list thing, right?
Absolutely.
I think if you've been training jiu-jitsu for a long time, like that's something you have to do, right?
Definitely want to do. Definitely should do it. And yeah, to go with close friends and, like I said, to have people over there to show us around.
What's the ideal number to have a group? You know what I mean? Like too big is too big. Too, you know, what's a good size?
Yeah, I'm thinking like in the neighborhood of 10 or so.
10.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe more. But yeah, I think smaller group makes it easier.
What's the biggest you think where it's not too big?
Yeah, maybe, the 15 to 20, maybe at the most. It starts getting to be a big group.
20 is too big.
It's hard to manage
15, right?
to travel
15,
around.
10 to 15 people.
Yeah, for organizing dinners, meals, things like that.
That's like, well, if you get a van, it could be 2 vans, right? But three cars or 2 vans, then that's manageable. 8, yeah, because then you have one van, 8 people. I took Rockley. Imagine the group: Professor Rockley, Professor George, this guy Donnie, like 5 guys with me down there the last time I took them. And I videoed it, you know, too. I brought a videographer and stuff, you know, and. We did that tour of the favela, like in the Checkmat, the brother, the Rico Vieira, gave us a tour.
Yeah.
That's like real sightseeing, right?
Yeah.
You see like the projects, like like Terere and all these guys came up, the boxing event up in the favela, right?
Yeah.
And then of course we did the Christ thing in Rio, and then we did a bunch of gyms like Gordo's, like the OG, Gracie Baja. Of course, we had to go to the GB because the gym was still GB. Bagordo, the Checkmat, the Rico Vieira. It was called Fight. What's it called? Fight Zone. And even like the GFT, because it's kind of like not favela, but kind of, you know. So I think those kinds of experiences, right? It makes it unique.
Absolutely. And if you want to start with a really
and then
small
we went
group,
to the Belo Horizonte, Gracie Baja, Belo Horizonte, right? Jacquelino's old gym.
Yeah.
So we went there, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And it was nice because, I knew a lot of people, and people felt like connected, right? Except it was like a 6-hour. We took a car. We drove there.
It's a journey.
It was 6 hours by car, and you're on the freeway, right? And you have speed bumps, right, on the freeway, and so you're driving, and then you hit a speed bump. And the car was packed, right? And so, like, you hit a speed bump on the freeway, what's going to happen to your head? It's going to hit the thing. And so you're kind of sleeping because everybody's tired, right? And then some people
wake up,
put their stuff on top of their head. Their head started hurting. It was because you can't, you don't see it until you're right there, right?
Yeah, it comes up on you.
Yeah, but it was fun.
That's funny.
And when Alexandre was performing at a soccer stadium too, like he still had his band, so it was kind of the tail end of that.
That's cool. And
then we went to Sudoru's gym too. Yeah, well, he still had his gym there. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. It was a cool experience. I'm glad. And those moments are fleeting, right? They change. Things change, right, all the time. Like even us, like we have our health. We're good. We're gonna keep having our health, right? That's why we keep doing this, right?
Absolutely.
But you know, things change, right? And so it's nice to seize these moments, right, and do these experiences, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about the experiences. That's this point. Yeah, I think a Gaslight Gang trip to Brazil would be pretty fun.
There you go.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I owe a bunch of people. I owe a bunch of people. Yeah. There's a whole Meta clan, you know, Meta clan, Metamucil clan, like the master division. So there's that crew, Gaslight Gang. There's all these little crews within our team.
Yeah, it's been fun. That's what it's about.
I think it's got to be 15 people. I think that'll be the cutoff. 15 people, because it's not cool if I can't. I'll do good. I'll do good. We'll recruit people to figure it out, figure out all the things.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah, but I think it would have to be, we'd go to Rio, and I think the same thing, go to Belo Horizonte, because that's an adventure, right? Driving to another city in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Getting on the road,
seeing the craziness out there.
Yeah. Going on the freeways, pulling over, like all the whole thing, right? Pulling like the not gas stations, but the rest stops, right? That whole thing.
Yeah. No, that's the real stuff. That's
the stuff, right?
That's it.
Yeah. So Rio, Belo Horizonte.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in.
Okay. All right. We gotta. It's already the end of the year. Maybe 2027. Who knows?
Yeah.
What's an ideal time period to go?
Oh, I don't know. You're the boss on that. I think whenever the good weather is down there, which would be winter here, right?
Yeah, well, end of the year, like Amal always goes like December time. Still kind of rainy, but it's like it's warm, right? And it's colder here, right? And then or we go in the summertime, like July, which is summer here, and it's not cold there, but it's like a little cooler, right? Because it's opposite. So I think one of those are good, right? July or December.
Yeah,
I think end of the year is probably ideal. End of the year. I mean, the ideal thing would be to do a tournament. I would always take the guys down to do a tournament at the end. So you do all these things, then you compete at the end.
Yeah.
That's the real experience.
Yeah.
May. Yeah. It's just that's a lot of coordination with a lot of people to do that. I would take a team down with me every year when I would compete at the Worlds,
Yeah.
from New Mexico and stuff, So that was cool. But that's like, man, that's a lot. I don't think that would. I think this has got to be different, because a lot of the master guys they're not competing. Right. They're just there for the experience, and that can be part of the experience. But I think that's another separate thing. That's another trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Different team.
Like
different
that could be faster. So time period, I think, for that, just because of if I go, like, it would have to be like within a week. Do you think that's too short? We're talking about all these. Well, you're an expert on all these retreats, so it's good to hear your thoughts on it.
If you're doing a retreat in Brazil, that's people's first time in Brazil, a week's too short. Unless you're sticking in one spot and the retreat's in that one spot.
Yeah, I think
it's too far.
No, because that's part of the experience too. I think because you have like 4 days in like Rio, 2 days in Belo, and then like a day here or there, just travel and moving. So I think that's pretty good.
Minimum
like
week.
a week,
sure.
right?
Minimum.
A week.
Yeah. But yeah, if I'm gonna travel all that way, I want to spend some time for
at least a week, right?
Yeah.
So like 7 days, 8 days, something like that. 7 days.
Yeah. Maybe 10.
10 days. And people can stay, right? People can stay. Maybe 2 weeks, 14 days, but then I'll come back.
Maybe I'll just move. Yeah, I'll stay.
I know so many people that are that have stayed there, They moved to like some small town and like in the outskirts of São Paulo or whatever, and they're just loving it, The cost of living is crazy cheap. They make dollars or whatever. They make money from other things, and they just go there for their downtime.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's so easy to go somewhere, fall in love with it, romanticize it. Yeah, I'm staying. This is it. This is my life now.
Yeah. Let's get back to the local stuff. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So this first trip, 15 masters, and then we do these one-offs for tournaments and stuff where we get a group together.
Yeah.
Like the Brasileiro's good, right?
That's a big one though. There's all kind. There's comps there all year.
Yeah, they have the opens are good, I guess, because you have adult and you have masters divisions together. You know, so that I think that's the ideal one. You know, that way you're not like spread out, because Brasileiro is like over a bunch of weeks, right?
Yeah, it's like a whole week.
It's like 2-3 weeks, a month. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Find one that's
yeah. Like an open is good, ideal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
What's new besides you mentioned your restaurant? What's new with Portola Paints? What's going on with I don't know, like the paint business?
Yeah. Always expanding, trying new products, developing things. That's what I do a lot of, hands-on.
Developing things.
Is developing either product improvements or just new product development altogether. Expanding our dealership program across the country, so independent paint stores that are now carrying us, New York, Seattle, Vancouver, even SoCal. So just looking at the next steps of growth and keeping it going, keeping the trajectory.
The I was gonna say about Portola Paints, we were talking about that before. Lost my train of thought. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I keep forgetting. Anyway, it's okay. So we have the jiu-jitsu, like you're always like involved, you're always supporting, and then I remember we used to bike ride in the morning on Sunday mornings.
Oh yeah.
Before Masters, Sunday Masters, we would do bike riding. We would go at the bottom of Griffith Park and ride up to Latuni Canyon, all the way up to the 210, and then sometimes go around or just come back down from there. Do you still bike ride?
I just got my bike tuned up. It's been a minute since I've ridden, but I have started riding again. So, yeah, I'd love to get back on the road. That was fun.
Yeah.
We even got my dad out there on the road one time.
He used to ride, right? For years.
He used to ride a lot, yeah. Fortunately, some health problems and things, not riding as much anymore, but he used to ride for a really long time, yeah. Pretty much what got me into road biking.
And your brother?
My brother, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. It's fun being outside. It's fun. Just how much you're able to move, right, on those road bikes.
Yeah.
How much distance you're able to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always fun being with people you know from the gym or any specific area in life, and then getting to go do something else and connect on a different level.
Yeah.
And especially outside doing an activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming to hang out for a few minutes. It's been a lot of years, and like I was surprised that we've never actually sat down and done a podcast. So it's really nice to be able to sit down with you and hang out a little bit and share it, right? You have any shout outs you'd like to give to any of your teammates and friends?
Oh boy.
In the gym? I know we'll forget people for sure, but just top of your head, people that are
since day one over here, my boy Chris B. And
we're on to somebody.
Yep. My Gaslight Gang
Casey
crew.
Davis is a lot easier to say, right?
I know. Jordan, Omar, AD, Professor George, Professor Ron, Tortuga. I trained with them before even coming here, actually. So I've known them for a very long time. From Glendale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but so many people that I've met here that I call friends. We hang out all the time, go to Kings games, Dodger games, hang out. So, big family.
How about them Dodgers?
So, hopefully we bounce back tonight. Last night was a rough one, but I feel it. We're going to be champions again.
Yeah, I was watching the game last night, and my wife was like, what the heck, you watching baseball? Yeah. It's like, have you seen these other games? Come on, ridiculous. How can you not be into it? Sorry, the home team. Like, get out of here.
there's a time to watch baseball, it's right now in October.
If you're in LA, like you better be watching supporting. You know?
That's right. Go Dodgers.
Awesome. Yeah. How can people find out about Portola Paints?
Portola Paints on the web, portolapaints.com, and Instagram at Portola Paints.
Easy.
Check it out. Easy.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother, so much.